Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am very pleased and honored to be able to attend the PEMNA conference. My name is Do Quang Huy. I am from the IT and Digital Transformation Department of the VSD of Vietnam. Yes, vâng. So in my presentation, I will talk about embedding, AI in the VDBAS system for a smarter system. So allow me to share the following points. I will talk about the current status of the core IT systems of the VSD. And then I would like to talk about the VDBAS system and the use of artificial intelligence in the development of VDBAS to have a smarter treasury system. This is the high-level chart of the current status of core IT systems within the VSD. So we have the core systems for budget accounting, or we call it TAPMI system. We have the online public service portal. We have the electronic settlement systems. And we have a data warehouse for statistics and operational data of the VSD. And for the budget spending units, they can submit documents through the online service portal. They don't have to visit the VSD office like before, so they can submit the documents online. The documents can be received by the VSD officials and processed within the online systems. And when the documents are valid, the data can be interfaced into the core systems or database for accounting entries, and then shared into the bank settlement systems. The bank settlement systems automatically send the payment instructions to commercial banks through the GTIS of the State Bank of Vietnam. This is the high-level chart. I would like to brief you about the processings within our systems. Now, for the details, I would like to share with you very briefly about the core systems of the VSD. For the TAPMI system, it was started to be developed in 2009, and its functions in the management of the state budget funds and other extra budgetary funds. We provide services to more than 100,000 budget spending units nationwide for all levels of government, from the central level to subnational level. The system also functions, to support budget allocation for all of the budget spending units. And we support about 17 ministries and central government agencies being connected, for the allocation of budgets. We also have the online public service systems, which was established in 2016. The system provides functionality for e-transactions and e-document submissions for about 99% of budget spending units, of the 100,000 budget spending units, with the exception of some spending units that have to follow confidentiality mechanisms. These are the ones that are not connected online according to some regulations of the government. The system also processes on average from 100 to 150,000 transactions per day, and in peak days of the month, like at the beginning of the month or end of the month, sometimes the number of transactions can go up to 200,000 or 250,000, and in peak periods by the end of the year, sometimes the system have to support up to 600,000 transactions per day at year end. So in total, the number of transactions would be about 30 million transactions in the system, in the public service system online. We also have the electronic settlement system, which was established in 2013. And this system facilitates and provides services for about 100,000 spending units. And for the payments of state budget expenditures, payments will be directed directly to the beneficiaries and vendors. The number of transactions per day, the amount of transactions per day would be tens of trillions, billion. We also have the tax collection systems to support the tax and customs authorities and other revenue collection agencies. We started to launch the system in 2012, and this system, exchange data on budget revenues between the accounts receivable provided by the revenue authorities and the VST, and we also make accounting entries for the revenues paid by the taxpayers through the banking system and other revenue agents. And they also, conduct the revenue sharings using the certain percentages, predefined percentages for different levels of governments. Because we in the Treasury, in the VST, we are managing the budget funds for all levels of government. So the system also has the functions to share the revenues across governments. So every year we have about 30 million revenue collection transactions being conducted through the system. We also have the data warehouse. And the data warehouse was established in 2016. Which collect and provide and disseminate data on budget revenues and expenditures for the whole of nation. And we also provide data for both the Ministry of Finance and subnational governments for their management of their own budgets and for leadership and management governance. Now, at the time being, we still can observe some limitations and challenges. At the time being, with the existing system, we have not really applied AI in our electronic transactions and in controls of risk. Secondly, there are a number of processes, and some of the processes are not fully automated, and some of the processes are still manual. And thirdly, we have some limitations in analytics capability, and most of the reports are based on static templates, not dynamic ones. And reports are produced at high-level aggregates, and we are not able to provide predictive reports and to support real-time decision-making. And I would like to say something about the VDBAS, the future system that we are going to develop. The system will be developed to replace all the existing legacy systems within the VST. This is designed as a centralized platform, to augment digitalization, connectivity, integration, and data sharing. The idea is to develop the digital treasury, in line with the national digital transformation agenda. The VDBAS will covers about 10 functional modules covering all of the services of the VST, which covers the general ledgers, accounts payable, accounts receivable, online public services, payments, data warehouse, electronic storage, and data exchange platforms. So these are the key functionalities and functions of the new systems. And now I'm going to talk about the way forward. in terms of using AI in VDBAS, aiming at a smart treasury. We are going to adopt AI and embed AI in the system for the detection of abnormal transactions, or to provide warnings of risk or non-compliance of the processes or rules. We are going to improve the transparency and efficiency in expenditure controls. And we also want to adopt the virtual assistants like chatbots, to provide support to the smart treasuries to enhance user experience. Especially officials can ask questions or query guidelines on the processes and procedures, to have more accurate information to reduce risk in their compliance. So that's it. Thank you very much for your attention.